You dated black guys?
Loved black guys, yeah. Yeah, I did. But for me, dark meat on the side, white keeps me mean and lean. You know, that's why I married white man. That's what I like.
And I had to let her go, bruh. So all the text and nasty things she was saying about black men, throwing her on wild R and all that stuff. Nah, miss me.
The whole situation started with an old clip that suddenly came back online, and it immediately got people talking. In that clip, Jeannie Mai was asked about her dating history. She openly admitted that she had dated black men before, and even said she loved them. But then she made a comment that didn't sit right with a lot of people. She said something along the lines of preferring white men for serious relationships while describing black men in a way that many felt was disrespectful. At the time, maybe it didn't get as much attention, but now that clip is being looked at very differently. People are connecting it to everything else that's happening around her personal life. And that's where things start to get messy. Rumors began spreading that Anderson Paak had decided to distance himself from Jeannie after learning more about her past comments and behavior. According to what people are saying online, he was caught off guard by the things that started coming out. Some sources claim he didn't waste any time stepping away once he realized what he might be dealing with. What makes the situation even more confusing is that their relationship was never fully confirmed in public. They were seen together, they were spotted getting close, and people believed something was going on, but neither of them clearly announced that they were officially a couple. Still, insiders say they had been seeing each other quietly for some time. There were even moments where they were caught in public looking very comfortable together. At one point, they were seen at a restaurant in Los Angeles, sitting close, talking quietly, and acting like a couple that didn't want to be disturbed. People noticed the chemistry right away. Later, they were also seen sharing a kiss, which made it even more obvious that something was going on behind the scenes. At the same time, Jeannie was posting online about love. She shared messages about finding happiness again and being in what she described as a fulfilling relationship. From the outside, it looked like she had moved on and found something special again. But behind all of that, things were apparently not as perfect as they seemed. Reports started coming out that Anderson Paak may have found out about her past statements and how some people from her past described her behavior. That's when everything reportedly started to fall apart. What shocked many people is that Jeannie was previously married to Jeezy. During their relationship, she often spoke about him with love and admiration. She used to share stories about how they met and how strong their connection was. One of her favorite stories was about their first date, which lasted for hours because they enjoyed each other's company so much. She described it as deep, emotional, and meaningful. Even after their marriage ended, it seemed like she was heartbroken. Reports suggested that she didn't want a relationship to end and that she hoped they could fix things. She made it clear that she believed in their marriage and wanted to keep their family together. However, there has always been a lot of curiosity about why Jeezy decided to file for divorce. Publicly, the reason given was irreconcilable differences, which is something many celebrities say. But behind the scenes, there have been many rumors suggesting there was more to the story. Some sources claim that there were ongoing issues in the relationship, including comments and behavior that made Jeezy uncomfortable over time. It's been said that he tried to ignore it at first, but eventually it became too much for him to handle. Whether that is true or not, only the people involved really know, but the rumors have added more fuel to the fire. There are even claims that Jeezy may have tried to warn Anderson Paak before things got serious. According to these reports, he allegedly told him to be careful and suggested that Jeannie was not exactly how she appeared in public. Again, these are just claims, but they have definitely made the situation more intense. And Jeezy is not the only person from her past who has spoken out. Before him, Jeannie was married to Freddie Hartice. Their relationship also ended, and things became tense afterward. At one point, Freddie responded publicly and made it clear that he had moved on and was happier in his new life. His current partner also shared her thoughts, claiming that there was more to the story than what was being shown publicly. According to her, Jeannie was presenting herself as a victim while leaving out important details. She suggested that the truth was more complicated and that people were not seeing the full picture. As more people started speaking, a pattern began to form in the eyes of the public. Multiple individuals from different parts of her life were saying similar things. That made people start questioning whether there might be some truth behind the claims. Then the situation became even more serious when allegations about her marriage to Jeezy came out. Jeannie accused him of abusive behavior during their relationship. She described several incidents where she claimed he hurt her physically and emotionally. These claims were detailed and included specific situations where she said she felt unsafe. On the other hand, Jeezy strongly denied all of these accusations. He said the claims were completely false and harmful. He expressed that he was deeply disappointed and hurt by what was being said about him. He also made it clear that his main focus was his child and being a good father. With both sides telling very different stories, it became difficult for the public to know what to believe. Some people supported Jeannie and believed her claims, while others stood by Jeezy and felt he was being unfairly accused. As all of this was happening, the old clip of Jeannie's comment about black men continued to spread online. People began analyzing it more closely and connecting it to everything else. For many, that clip changed how they viewed her completely. The timing made everything even more dramatic. Just as she was talking about finding love again, her past was coming back to the surface. And for Anderson Paak, if the rumors are true, it may have been too much to ignore. From his perspective, stepping away quickly might have felt like the safest choice. Getting involved in a situation filled with controversy, accusations, and public attention is not something everyone is willing to handle. At the end of the day, this whole situation is a mix of past statements, personal relationships, and public drama. It's hard to separate facts from rumors because so much of it is based on what people are saying rather than confirmed information. What is clear, though, is that the story is far from over. People are still discussing it, more clips could resurface, and new details might come out at any time. For now, everyone is left trying to figure out what is real and what is just speculation. One thing is certain, when old comments come back and multiple people start speaking at once, it can completely change how someone is seen. And in this case, it has turned what seemed like a simple relationship into a much bigger and more complicated situation.